never believed in Bigfoot until I came face to face with one. What I'm about to tell you happened 3 years ago, and I still wake up in cold sweats thinking about it. My name doesn't matter, but what matters is that I'm a park ranger with 15 years of experience dealing with wildlife. What we found when we reached the trap site still haunts my nightmares. The trap had worked perfectly. Something enormous was caught in those massive steel jaws, and it was absolutely furious. At first glance, through the trees and undergrowth, it looked like a giant person covered head to toe in dark brown fur. But as we got closer, the details became clear, and I realized we weren't looking at any kind of animal I'd ever seen before. The creature stood at least 8 feet tall, possibly closer to 9 feet. Its shoulders were broader than any human's, easily 4 feet across, and its arms were proportionally longer than they should have been. The hands were huge, with fingers that ended in thick, black nails that looked strong enough to tear bark from trees. But it was the face that really got to me. This wasn't a human face, but it wasn't quite an ape face either. The brow ridge was massive and prominent. The jaw was too large and too strong, and the eyes were set too far apart. But there was intelligence there, a kind of awareness that you don't see in regular animals. It stopped struggling against the trap and focused its attention on us, studying each of our faces with those intelligent, calculating eyes. The look it gave us was filled with hatred, but also with a kind of recognition, like it understood exactly what we were and what we'd done to it. We waited, but it barely seemed to slow down. The dosage that should have knocked out a 1,000-pound bear was having almost no effect on this thing. He fired a third dart, then a fourth. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, the creature's movements became sluggish and unsteady. But even then, it never completely lost consciousness. It just became too weak to continue fighting the trap, swaying on its feet and glaring at us with those terrible, intelligent eyes. While we were securing the creature for transport, I got my first really close look at it. The leg caught in the trap wasn't broken, which seemed impossible given the force of those steel jaws. The bone had to be incredibly dense and strong to withstand that kind of pressure without snapping. The fur covering its body was coarse and thick, more like the coat of a wild boar than the soft fur of a primate.